So let's get into your love reading. Now, it's going to be really, really positive, I feel. It's not that, everything's going to be perfect, but this is a really positive reading. Okay, so in the past, we do have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And we've got the Three of Raphael, reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. And this is love. The Ace of Cups could be someone new, or it could just be, that there's been a resurgence of romance. So there is definitely love, okay? But I feel like one of you is dealing with family issues. It doesn't necessarily mean, your parents. It could be that, maybe you two have a child together and you're working on, your issues within a relationship or someone, whether it's you or the other person. There's just kind of lots of family stuff going on, but, there's love there, and it's like you might be meeting up with family members to try and solve this situation, or there's just kind of a lot going on. I feel like there's a lot of people involved, maybe not romantically, but I feel as though it could be that there's a lot of people trying to resolve a family situation, but the love is there. Okay, so in terms of love, this is the resurgence of love. It could be a new love. It could be, representing a love that you already have, but, it's still kind of there. So in the present, you do have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction. So there's a very strong attraction between you and this person. So they're very much attracted to you. You're very attracted to them. And if you have been separated from this person, these cards here can signify two things. If you are separated from someone, it's going to be like a perfect timing, okay? And the chemistry is going to bounce back and be very, very strong. If you're in a current relationship, there's going to be some new ignited passion. You're going to find yourself more attracted to your current partner. So, it could be a reconciliation as well. I did pull the reconciliation card for you as well, which is here. So as I was laying out the cards, the reconciliation card came out as a want. So you want to reconcile with this person, and there's other cards that indicate someone coming back. So I am seeing a new start, and it's going to be perfect timing. Okay, so, and the chemistry between you and this person is very much going to improve, but it's going to be perfect timing. For some of you, this is with a Sagittarius, okay? Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So, it could be, again, that there's through some kind of forgiveness or through issues that have been worked out, it's going to make things a lot better romantically for you. So I do see any kind of issues healing, that kind of thing. So in your future, this is beautiful, okay? You've got romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And you have the Two of Raphael, which is the Two of Cups. So two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love. So this is beautiful. So this is soulmate energy, twin flame energy. But I feel as though, someone's not letting go of the situation. They may be being a little bit cautious as well, but I feel as though, there is definitely very strong feelings here, and, someone's not letting go of the situation because there are very strong feelings, or it could be that someone's a little bit cautious as well. So your barriers. So to start with, we've got the King of Swords. This could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. It doesn't have to be, but I feel as though there is all this love here, but someone is not expressing their love. Someone is being a little bit emotionally cold, okay? So it's like this person does love you, but maybe they don't know how to express it in the right kind of way. So here we've got children. Your love life is being affected by children. So maybe you two do have a child together, or maybe you have a child, or maybe they have a child, or at some point you will end up having a child with this person. But it's saying here, the Seven of Raphael, Time to make a decision, be clear on what you want, take action, a need for detoxification. So I don't know if one of you is kind of, maybe exploring your options at the moment. It could be as well that this person is guarded, but it's like the love that's there is kind of strong and they're like, is this too good to be true? It could be you that's feeling like this, so I definitely feel as though someone is kind of a little bit cautious because they're thinking, oh my God, this is too good to be true. And they're kind of figuring out right now, is it just an illusion? Is this real? That kind of thing. Again, it could mean that, they do have other options as well. But I feel as though if that's the case, they're going to end up choosing you. Okay, so it may even be you that has different options that you're looking at. So the factors in your love life are, yes, this is your soulmate. Okay, so this person, this love interest, is definitely a soulmate, but I feel like you're indecisive right now because you're in two minds. Again, it could be because you've got different kind of options, different people that are trying to have something romantic with you. So it's a case of narrowing down your options, seeing who you feel most drawn to, or who you have the who you connect more with, but, I feel like, you're still strong, you're independent. So for some of you, you might be single at the moment with the Nine of Ariel. This card can represent you being single at the moment, but I don't feel as though you will be for much longer because there is a soulmate that is coming into the picture. So right now, there's a soulmate around you, whether you're talking or not is another story. But financially, you're doing well, and maybe you're in two minds, or maybe you're kind of ignoring this love, because maybe it's you that thinks it's too good to be true. So the the factors that are affecting them are, they want to give this a chance, okay? They want to work on it. Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So they want to work on it with you, and it looks as though you will be successful in doing so. And again, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. But this person does love you, but it's like they don't express it in the best way, if that makes sense. So this says wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. So it could be that, in order to work on this person wants to be honest. They want to be open to you. They want to have some kind of open and direct communication with you. It doesn't have to be a air sign, but there's a lot of air energy here. So some of you definitely dealing with air signs. So here we have the Lovers. So, this is a deep emotional connection. Again, it could mean that this person has to choose between you and someone else, but I feel as though they will choose you, okay? So this person is stepping back out of their emotions a little bit, and they're thinking, who am I meant to be with? And they're kind of doing like this, analysing at the moment. And I feel as though they want to give you a chance. They want to work on it with you. Okay, it's kind of like there's no one else for them. That's, kind of the feel that I get. So what you want from the situation, I feel like you want change. Definitely you want change. A sudden revelation that offers freedom, break free of procrastination, embrace the opportunities that change brings. So maybe, there has been a lot of arguments between you and this person. So it's like you want change, you want an end to conflict, and you want this reconciliation for those of you who are separated. You want a reconciliation, but you want things to change. You're tired of the arguments. So what your love interest wants, they want to take charge of the situation. Here with the Emperor, this could be an Aries, doesn't have to be, but this is someone who wants to lead. They want to take charge of the situation. And here we've got the Nine of Raphael. So they want to have this emotional fulfillment with you. It's like being with you is kind of like a dream come true. It's like make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time in life. So they want their wishes fulfilled. and they are kind of getting a bit impatient, you know, because they want this to happen very soon. So this is what they want. So the overall energy for you both is past life relationship. You've known each other before. So for those of you who are wondering, am I going to speak to this person again? The answer is yes, because the past life relationship signifies someone from the past. And guess what? We've also got the Six of Raphael, which talks about rekindled relationships. Okay, so there's definitely someone coming back from the past, and it's unfinished business. So you got in your crowning energy, somebody definitely coming back. So, and it's likely to be a lot more stable this time, because you got the Ten of Pentacles. So financially, things are looking very good. You're stable. You know, the Ten of Pentacles in terms of relationships, this is, you know, the Ten of Pentacles as a couple, I guess, you know, if you're in like a Ten of Pentacles relationship, it's kind of like that relationship where, you know, you have a nice house, you have a nice car, you know, you're both financially successful, you can afford to buy one another nice gifts, you know, you kind of go out and, you know, you're both dressed nice. It's kind of like that power couple energy. So, you know, I feel as though this time, this person could come back and it's going to be a bit more secure this time. So we've also got the Passion card as an outcome. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So there is definitely going to be a new ignited passion between you and this person. So, you know, if you're in a current relationship and you're kind of at your wit's end, there will be a reignited passion and things will get better. For those of you who are wanting someone to come back, there's a very definite strong chance they will, and it's going to be much more passionate. And this is the Three of Gabriel, so plans turning out as expected, your ship's coming in. You know, look at the illustration on this card. You know, this lady, she's waited for so long for this ship to come in, and then it's arrived. Prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So things are looking good. And we have the High Priestess here. So you do need to listen to your intuition. So I'm going to clarify the High Priestess. Clarification on the High Priestess. So you've got Judgment. So it's like, I feel for some of you, you're kind of indecisive as to whether or not to give this person a second chance. But it's almost like your intuition is saying yes. You know, or you're using your intuition to really judge a situation. So I feel when it comes to love, Virgo, you're going to be making brilliant love decisions in April, you know, because the High Priestess speaks about listening to our intuition. And with Judgment, you know, it does mean second chances, you know, because Judgment brings things back that were no longer, so things that were once dead, Judgment kind of brings it back to life. But with the High Priestess and Judgment in reverse, kind of together, it means using your intuition to make a good judgment. It may even be that you have a past love that comes back, but you may kind of not reveal it to anyone straight away, you know, because the High Priestess is about secrets. But with Judgment here, it's like it's not a third party situation. It's not anything like that. It's like you're listening to your intuition, you're in touch with your spirituality, and your intuition is very good in April, and that's what's guiding you to make very good judgments, very good decisions. Again, on the other hand, it could just mean that, you know, this person comes back and you don't tell friends or family about it straight away. You know, you kind of keep it to yourself a little bit, but it is looking really good. So I'm going to move on to do my element spread, but this is honestly looking really good for you, Virgo.